Clients always reach out to me and they're like, Nishant, how are you able to hold such conversations? How is it that when you talk to someone, they just get totally glued to you? It's almost like a magnet. It's almost like, a magnetic type of an attraction. And that's what guys also want to understand. And that is going to be the purpose of this video. Basically, what is it that really magnetically attracts or, basically, gets the people hooked to the conversation, right? Such that it's just something that they want to hear. They want to know what the story is. So the answer is going to be pretty surprising because it's more or less going to be something that you probably have heard in past, and it's just that you never understood how to apply it. So the biggest factor, or you can say the biggest thing that magnetically attracts people is, I would say, a combination of a few things. One is, I would say, happiness. Another is surety, right? Mainly these two, right? With the blend of, I would say, basically exaggeration. These are the three things. So let's talk about it one by one. The first would be happiness. What does happiness even mean? We are always gravitated towards a person who's feeling fulfilled and happy because we look at the person and we for a second just feel that probably there is some hope in the world, and we just feel like there is probably a person who has got it his stuff figured out, and he probably knows how to be happy, because we are all looking for happy at the end of the day. So we are not able to be happy, but what we are able to do is basically, you can say, take a little bit of their happiness because of their, they're projecting it out on the world. We just feel happy by taking in a little bit of happiness while we actually want to be happy ourselves. So if someone is happy, if someone is just enjoying the time, absolutely having the best time of their life, having an absolute blast, that is something that really, really attracts people, because people just want to be a part of that fun. People just want to be a part of that happiness and that genuine emotion. A very clear thing in this thing is you cannot fake it. If you're faking happiness, it's very much visible. And especially with girls, they can just know this shit instantly if you're faking it, right? So faking won't work. You have to be genuinely happy, and it has to be a real, genuine emotion that the people can tell. The second thing being certain, right? So certainty is something that we really want, because as I said, this world in itself, there is no objective truth in the world, right? So as men, we are always looking for the truth. What is the truth? What is it really that the truth is? And humanity on an overall as well, right? More or less, for most of the people, decision making is one of the biggest fatigues, right? So what we all want eventually is someone to take decisions in our stead, and if someone is able to take that decision, we feel at ease. We feel extremely at ease, rather. We feel great if someone takes our decisions, because we do not have to go through the decision fatigue, and we can just apply whatever is told, right? So people really look for role models or people who can take decisions for them, and they have very little accountability in it. So if someone acts certain, again, certainty has nothing to do with knowing or not knowing. It has everything to do with making decisions where you do not flinch even a second time, right? So people who are very certain, they just attract people a lot, because people tend to believe that probably this guy knows how to make decisions. But again, it's not about decisions being right or wrong. It's just about being very, very decisive when you're making that decision. So certainty is something that really, really attracts people. If you're very certain about something, it really attracts people. As an example, notice how certain I am on this video, right? I may be absolutely wrong, but the fact that I'm saying with certainty doesn't even make it cross your mind that probably this person is wrong, because he's speaking with utmost certainty, right? So certainty is the second thing. Third thing I would say is exaggeration. Why do we love exaggeration? Because we love stories. We love stories. We love the roller coaster of emotions and everything. Like that applies to guys and girls similarly. With women, it's very much about the roller coaster of emotions, but with men, it's about that exaggerated feeling, right? We watch all these movies because it just makes us feel some emotions, right? And we all need it, right? So eventually, the point being, exaggeration really, really, enchants the audience, because people look at it and people are like, oh my god, this thing really happened. Yeah, this thing exists. So exaggeration just plays with our imagination, and we feel great in that moment. So exaggeration is a tool which is really helpful, right? If someone just exaggerates the thing, it also becomes humor. If you look at what conversations you have with your friends, you are all the time exaggerating. You're like, bro, I ate this thing and it was like the biggest, like literally a foot long. Obviously, nothing that you can eat is a foot long or something. But again, that is exaggeration, and that is a form of humor that also gets added, right? So the point being, guys, these things in conjunction, when they come together, it really creates an impact on the person, because they feel something that they do not feel in their normal life, right? Hope and direction and emotions. This is something that we all crave for, and is just a very integral part of our life. So that is why, if you just do these three things, you will see very clearly that people want to talk to you, people want to spend more time with you, right? And that is something which will really help in your social interactions. That was crazy, right? But do you know what's crazier? Click this playlist right here and you will see in real life hidden camera footage of me approaching and attracting beautiful women in no time. I'll also be breaking down what I said to them, how I got them attracted in minute details. So don't delay guys, click the playlist right now and I'll see you on the other side.